All right, so we're here in the Vibrant booth, literally the day before the start of PRI, and we managed to snag Scott away from his busy schedule because he's quite a popular guy here.
I don't know about that.
It's hard to get him off the phone and get him not to talk to people or sign autographs. But now that we have him here with us, we're gonna talk about this beautiful land speed truck that he brought. And this is what we're showcasing here at PRI. Scott, why don't you tell us, first of all, what is the purpose of this vehicle?
All right, so this truck is built for Bonneville Speedway. It's got a 1,300 horsepower 2JZ GTE in it. Fits into the class rules, that's why it's still 3 liters. It's got a Brian Crower billet crank. It's got Brian Crower rods, CP pistons, SuperTech valves. ALC Racing Engines in Santa Rosa built it, and it is built to the teeth. One of the biggest things here, this is one of my favorites, is it's got the Platinum Racing Products billet fuel pump drive and then the mechanical fuel pump for that. It's got a Kinsler here.
So what are the class rules for a truck like this? Because obviously I see that a lot of the body is factory,
Yeah.
but I see you still have like factory door handles that are chrome. We have a chrome grille on the truck. Where do you start when it comes to racing a land speed truck?
So the class we run at Bonneville is a stock bodied class. I'm not allowed any aerodynamic aids whatsoever. The only real aerodynamic aid you're allowed, and it's a safety thing, is these fins up here on the roof, and that basically keeps the air flowing over the back of the truck and not spilling over the sides.
Is that for like any vehicle or just specifically because it's a truck?
It's for any vehicle over, I think, 200 miles an hour at Bonneville. And for the safety part of it, when you spin sideways, there's supposed to be something to keep the air from going over the top and kind of stabilizes the truck.
Okay, I guess the question is, for land speed, why did you pick a pickup truck?
Well, I mean, I like unconventional things. So when I picked the pickup truck, I had 2 things in mind. 1, I love mini trucks. I was a mini trucker back in the day. And 2, I had the same exact truck when I was going to college. You know, when you're in college, you're broke and you can't really afford to build anything cool. So, you know, I had it slammed on the ground and a stereo system and all that stuff, but it was kind of a piece of crap. And this is kind of what I would have wanted to build if I had a good amount of means to do it back then.
So let's move on to the interior.
Yeah, so in the interior, definitely kind of unconventional because I picked the extra cab too because there's a lot more room in it. So in this truck, you sit in the extra cab. You don't sit where you would normally sit in the driver's area. And with that, the steering column comes back, the pedals come back, and everything else comes back. So you literally sit in the back seat. Full Pro Mod style cage. You see we've got the dual Safecraft fire extinguisher bottles over there, one for the inside and one for the outside of the cab. Haltech engine management and PDMs. We got the Nexus R5 in there, Haltech dash. We got the Banks gauges for data logging. And then the only real hint that it's got a sequential transmission is the 6XD gear change indicator right there. Went kind of bougie on the interior padding. We got the Alcantara on the pads there.
Well, yeah, it's still gotta be Hot Boy, right?
Dude, you gotta have a little bit of, it's Hot Boy Plus. It's functional Hot Boy.
Hot Boy Plus. So suspension-wise, how did you set it up?
So suspension on this thing, it sits an inch off the ground. So rear is a equal length 4-link with a panhard bar. Front is all custom stab fab control arms. And then there's a 2-way remote reservoir motorsport dampers on all the corners. So it just sits where it is. It's static.
Yeah, no, it looks amazing. So the wheels, I know they're different at SEMA. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
I know I specifically asked you to change them because I think these look cool.
I like them. I like these better than the Moon discs.
Yeah.
Just because they're black steel wheels look tough. At Bonneville, we run a 15 by 5 inch wheel with land speed tires that are specific to a 300 mile an hour speed rating. But then we do half mile and mile racing with it. And so I use a Toyo drag radial on the back on a different width steel wheel.
Now, the half mile racing, is that at a track or is it still on the salt flats?
So that's on like airstrips.
Okay. Yeah, so TX2K, any of that kind of event?
TX2K, shift sector. So this is the pavement setup, not the salt setup.
This truck was entirely built by you?
So this was not built by me. It was built by myself, Duke at my shop, Everett, and Bobby. We all built this thing in 3 months.
And if you have a customer that's looking for this kind of a build or something similar, How do they find you?
All socials are at Chuckles Garage. So, or you can go to chucklesgarage.com.
And you're located in Santa Rosa? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So every single thing, air, fuel, water, is plumbed with Vibrant PTFE. We've got the Vibrant PTFE on our catch can, Vibrant PTFE for all the fuel hoses. We got dash 12 feed and dash 8 for the fuel rails. Vibrant oil lines and Vibrant water lines here. And this is all the PTFE with the PTFE style fittings on the ends.
The only thing I think you don't have PTFE is your coolant lines. Because those are dash 16, right?
This is correct, yeah. So no, these are dash 20.
Yeah.
And you can't get the PTFE in dash 20, so we've got the nylon braided hose on that.
Obviously you wouldn't need that because you're not running methanol through your cooling system.
No, it's just water, so it's totally fine with that. And then I'm also running the Vibrant silicone hose for the radiator here.
Oh, nice. So when's the big race? When are you gonna hit that over 200 mile an hour speed?
So the next time we're gonna run this truck is next August at Bonneville, and hopefully it stays dry and there's no rain and we can finally run the truck, because this year, as you know, we did not get to run it. So kind of a heartbreaker, since we really crammed all the shop's resources, and myself and the guys, we killed ourselves to get this thing done in time, and then it rained.
Yeah.
So, but that's racing.
All right, guys, if you have any questions for Scott, make sure to hit us up in the comments below. Like, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.
At least it's not a turd, right?
Nice.